And on behalf of the Digital Health Society, the European Connected Health Alliance, and my co-chair, Karolina Makowicz, and myself, welcome to day 2 of the 4th Digital Health Society Summit. The theme of the summit is data and digital services to support the recovery of health systems across the globe. So some preliminary comments from me. The summit is free to attend as we try to attract as many attendees from around the globe as possible. We are not using the summit to pay for our activities. And some of you may think, well, why is that? And the reason is that this aligns with our primary goal of thought leadership, promoting collaboration and connections between all stakeholders and disseminating knowledge, information, and opportunities. The world faces extraordinary challenges. 3 years ago, it would have been unthinkable to imagine a global pandemic, the impact on every aspect of our lives, or that we would have war in Europe. Our message today to you is one of hope for healthcare. In healthcare in Europe, we have a once-in-a-generation opportunity to transform health and care services. The prospect of a European health data space and a health union is a chance we must all grab with both hands and make a resounding success. We hope the summit makes a contribution to this opportunity and you find inspiration in the many great speakers and panels over the next 2 days. Health data is at the heart of what the Digital Health Society does. And I found an interesting quote recently, which reads, "Patient records contain all the noise from millions of lifetimes. Perfect, subtle signals can be coaxed from this data. And those signals go far beyond mere academic curiosity. They represent deeply buried treasure that can help prevent suffering and death around the planet on a biblical scale. It is our collective duty to make this work." And a couple of quick summaries from day 1 of the summit, and 5 things that I found interesting. The shift left, stay left 10x strategy, the balancing benefits and risks and having a proportional assessment, the challenge of disinformation in healthcare data, innovation at the speed of trust, and finally, that digital health for European health is the connector across member states. So turning now to the slides. So the next little bit of information quickly about the European Connected Health Alliance and the group. So the Digital Health Society is the data arm of the ECH Alliance. The Global Health Connector is the global arm of the ECH Alliance, and the Digital Health Observatory is the knowledge arm of the ECH Alliance. So there are 70 ecosystems, 900 members, 20,000 experts, 12 thematic innovation ecosystems, and there's a focus on communities, knowledge, and innovation. Turning then to ecosystems, which I'm sure you're going to hear a bit about. For the ECH Alliance, this is the delivery and implementation network of the ECH Alliance. And as you can see with the diagram, that is all the stakeholders involved in health and care. And the key to understanding the ecosystems is that they are permanent, geographic, meaning either regions or countries of all stakeholders needed to transform health and care. How do they do this? Well, they transfer best practice, lessons learned from one place to another, and very quickly, sometimes overnight. What the ecosystems really do is they match needs to solutions, they break down silos, they connect people and organizations, and they build trust and relationships and in order to transform healthcare delivery and to create economic growth, some things we call the health and prosperity agenda. So what you're now seeing is a slide again about the constituent parts of the ECH Alliance. And the only thing I want to say here is to focus on the fact that the ECH Alliance has an international projects capability, and you can see a list of the European projects that we're involved in. And Carolina will later today actually talk about our international projects work. So I'm not going to say anything further at this stage. So the Digital Health Society is really about thought leadership in health data. And we do this in 4 ways. Through 1, EU projects, 2, the Roundtable program, which I'll talk about in a second, 3, the Global Health Connector Partnership, which was discussed yesterday, and 4thly, this summit. So turning to the Roundtable program, what you can see in front of you is some work from the Roundtable program, which is essentially a collaboration between the European Institute for Innovation Through Health Data and the Digital Health Society. And this is all about creating what we call the calls to action, the 7 calls to action that you can see below. Now, 1 or more of these calls to action have been relevant in every session yesterday and indeed today. So what are these 7? So the first is raising the digital literacy and skills of all stakeholders. 2, generate and value trustworthy real-world evidence. 3, accelerate interoperability across Europe and globally. 4, demonstrate benefits to society from data access, use, and reuse. 5, adopt a risk stratification approach. 6, build a trustworthy framework for data access and use. And 7, adopt a transformational approach to health data. There are links in the chat function to be published to the published reports of all the roundtables, and the work continues this year. So turning then to the thematic ecosystems, which are virtual ecosystems created as a consequence of the pandemic, when obviously we couldn't hold any physical meetings. And these virtual online ecosystems are really focused on particular subjects and are led by 1 or more members and or 1 or more of our ecosystems. So turning then to the ECH Alliance ecosystems, you have in front of you a map effectively of the 70 ecosystems, and you can see the range of countries now involved over the last 10 years. And if building ecosystems had been easy, this would have happened, or everyone would be trying to do the same thing. This is hard work, hard yards, and we're delighted in the last 12 months, we've seen a significant number of new ecosystems in South America, India, and as we start to grow in Africa. So what we are trying to do is globalize effectively digital health. And at this point, I'd just like to say, if anyone's out there who has an interest in starting an ecosystem in their region or country, please get in contact. We're always looking to grow this network. And if anyone wants to become a member, then again, please contact us, because we're always looking for members too. And with that, I'll hand over to Caro.
And good morning, good day also on my behalf. I'm Karolina Mackiewicz. I'm the Innovation Director at the ECH Alliance, and I'm very happy to welcome you to the 2nd day of the 4th Digital Health Society Summit. I will give you a short brief about your fellow participants and also how you can benefit best from the program and also other services that the Digital Health Society Summit offers. So just a short brief about our registrations. We have today 970, I think my colleagues said just before we started, 973 people registered from 95 countries. So this is really an impressive number. We are covering almost half the globe. and almost all EU countries with 25 EU member states represented. And here in the numbers in regard to the different profiles, you really see that we have the whole ecosystem, all stakeholders represented in the summit, from the healthcare professionals to the representative of the NGOs, pharma, life sciences, smaller, bigger businesses, of course, is represented here, but also the governments, the local, regional, national health authorities, and then, of course, also the researchers. So we are very happy to gather this very cross-sectoral group of people. And here I would like to also thank our partners. Without them, having this summit would not be possible. We would like to thank our knowledge partner, McKinsey & Company, also Health, Johnson & Johnson, Africa Healthcare Federation, American Telemedicine Association, Commonwealth Center for Digital Health, and Health Parliament. We are very thankful and grateful for this long-lasting collaboration, and we also invite you to follow those organizations and see what they are doing for advancing digital health globally. And a couple of words how you can benefit best from the Digital Health Society Summit. So I assume that many of us are watching this on their browser, but you can also download the app and then take the Digital Health Society Summit with you wherever you are going, on the walking meeting, or if you're in the transit. Also, please pay attention to the networking opportunities. I just let you know that we have 70 people registered, and our platform gives you the opportunity to connect with those people, to meet them online, or maybe in the future also face-to-face, and connect for future projects or other opportunities. Also, during the breaks or after the summit, you are invited to visit the virtual booths of our partners and our international projects, again, to learn more about them, to connect, to find inspiration and some ideas for your future work. And very important is, yes, you're watching this, so you're watching this in the live stream, but one hint that that will help you with benefiting and getting the best experience from watching and also participating is that maybe you're watching this now on the main screen, on the home screen of the platform, but the better experience, you're getting the better experience, you actually will go to the agenda and then click on and see the session from the agenda, from the point of the agenda. Then you can also see the chat. You will be able to participate in different surveys and polls that we will launch through today. So we will repeat also this hint during the session. So I hope you will get the best out of it. And then, of course, we have 7 hours of program today, lots of different sessions, different topics, and of course, you can check the full program in the platform and on our website. But if you ask me for some recommendations, if I have to choose 1 or 2 sessions, I invite you to the keynote of Annick Faz from Johnson & Johnson. That will be the introduction to the European Health Data Space discussion. So Annick will give us a keynote on data space to unleash the healthcare of tomorrow. And then I have a pleasure to moderate a session on how can we support the rebuilding of the Ukrainian health system in a digital way. That will be our last session of today and the last session of the summit, and hopefully that will contribute very well to this message of hope that Bledin mentioned before. So with this, I would like to invite you to follow us and participate and connect with us over the next 7 hours. Enjoy the summit, network with your fellow participants, and send us all your comments and questions in the chat. Thank you and welcome.